Good morning, I'm Sandy Baird. Welcome to our yoga flow. We're going to do a quick seated yoga practice today, and all you need is a block or a rolled up towel to sit on. So come to a comfortable seat, let your knees drop down as far as they can. Draw your belly button in towards your spine, shoulders up nice and tall. And let's start with a few deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, draw it all in. Exhale, deep breath out. Last inhale. And big exhale. Drop your hands to your sides and let your head tilt over to your left. Drop your chin down towards your shoulder and start a little semicircle here. Reverse, go the other direction. We're just warming up the neck here. No huge ranges of motion. Good. Come back to center. Keep your chin tucked down towards your chest. And then on your next inhale, look up, look back. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Inhale, look up and back. One more time, chin to your chest. And last time, inhale, look up and back. And come back to neutral. Good. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down a few times here. And then flip the direction. Very nice. Ground down through your right hand. And lean and pull all the way up towards the sky. You should feel a nice side stretch here. 2 more breaths. And exhale, come back to center, ground through your opposite hand, and big reach up and over. And big breath in and out. Exhale, bring your hand back down. You're going to keep your hand there. Bring your opposite hand to your knee and start with a gentle spinal twist. Your head follows the spine to look behind you. Good. On your next inhale, unravel that twist, and let's go for the same twist, other side. And on your inhale, come back to center. Tilt your head over to your left side. You should feel a little stretch to the side of your neck. If you want more of a stretch, you can reach up with your left hand and just put a little bit of overpressure here to increase the stretch. You want to think about your neck growing really tall and long as you stretch this over. We don't want to feel compressed or crunched in the neck at all. 1 more breath here. And then bring your head back to center. Tilt your head to the opposite side. And if you'd like to add that overpressure, go ahead and do that now as you feel a nice stretch through the side of your neck. Great, go ahead and release that. Walk your fingertips forward. You should feel a stretch through your lower back here. And then walk your fingertips back. And if you're sitting on a block, let's go ahead and kick that out. Come to all fours. If you have a rolled up towel or a padding that you'd like to put under your knees, this would be a good time to do that. Okay. And so you're going to start with a nice neutral spine. So your belly button is pulled into your spine. You're not overarched and you're not over tucked. Take a big breath here. And then on your next inhale, drop your belly and look up. On your next exhale, tuck your tailbone, round your spine, and look down. Inhale, arch up. Exhale, round down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Come back to neutral spine. Tuck your toes if they're not already tucked. And then you're going to push through your feet to lift your hips up for a really gentle downward dog. And where I'm practicing, it's morning. I've just woken up. I'm still maybe a little bit stiff, and maybe you are as well. It can feel really nice to pedal out the heels and just bring a little bit of movement back to those feet and ankles. Okay, and then come to stillness. Lift your hips as high up into the air as you can, and really push into your fingertips and your fingers and your palms, all parts of the hand, to engage your arms. Pull your shoulders into slight external rotation. And again, send those hips high, and see if you can drop your heels down towards the ground. Good, one more breath here. All right, and gently lower your knees to the mat. And then come on up to kneeling. Good. If this isn't a comfortable posture for you, go ahead and choose another posture, but we're just here for a few breaths, just to let the body reset and just notice what we've already done. With 2 more breaths. Another big breath in, big breath out. Okay, and then you don't need your towel for this part, so you can kick that to the side. Sweep your legs over to the right side of your body. So we're in this almost mermaid shape. What you're going to do is take your right hand, put it on your hip, and then we're going to start twisting the femur on its long axis. Okay, so imagine you're spinning your femur back and forth. There's no torso rotation here. It's all coming from the leg. Okay, so keep twisting in and out. You may hear a little popping or clicking, especially first thing in the morning, and as long as it's not painful, that's generally nothing to worry about. Cool, a few more of these. And then the next time your hip rolls forward, ground through your opposite hand, and see if you can lift your hips up off the mat a little bit. If you feel any crunching in the toes, you can reposition, maybe put your foot a little bit further out. Again, lift up through the hips. And I'm going to sweep my foot back. I think that's going to feel a little better. So I can come up a little bit taller through the hips here. And I'm actually using the top of my foot to push into the mat to help lift me up here. 2 more. Good, you should feel a little stretch and opening through the front of that hip. Come back to seated. And then swing your legs around to the other side. We'll do the same thing here. Put a hand on your hip, and let's start twisting this hip in. And I'm wondering if for you, you feel a difference between the 2 sides. I definitely feel that one hip twists easier than the other. Okay, a few more twists here. And on your next twist, ground through your hand. Tuck your foot wherever is going to be comfortable, and then push into the mat to lift your hips here. If you want, you can add a little arm swing here. That sometimes feels good to open up the side of the body. 3 more. 2 more. And last one. Okay, bring that leg back to seated. I'm hearing a lot of crying in the background from one of my children. Somebody else is watching them, but it's still one of those noises. Maybe there's a noise going on for you, a siren, maybe someone screaming in your house. And sometimes part of the practice is just noticing that that's happening. and coming right back to the practice. Let's move into a hip flexor stretch. So if you want some padding under your back knee, go ahead and grab that now. You're going to put that knee on the ground and step your other leg forward. And you can have your toes tucked or untucked, whatever feels the most comfortable to you. You just want to make sure that you're squeezing strongly through the glute here, okay? And for a lot of people, as soon as you squeeze that glute, that feels like enough of a hip flexor stretch. If you would like a little bit more of a stretch, you're going to take that arm and reach up and over. A lot of times we'll see hip flexor stretching way into this position here. And I feel that if you come to here, you engage the glute and you kind of lock into posterior pelvic tilt, you can actually get a much better stretch on that. 2 more breaths. Great, let's do the other side. I'm just going to switch around so you can see this a little bit better, but you can just switch on your mat. Again, 90 degrees at the hips, 90 degrees at the ankles. Squeeze the glute. And you can sweep your arm up and over for more of a stretch. All right, let's reverse that. Hands to the ground, step your foot back, and then come back to seated. Again, tuck something under your hips if you need a little more hip flexibility to be able to drop this down. All right, and once we're here, let's come to stillness for a moment. You can shake out whatever's still with you. Maybe roll your shoulders a couple of times. Maybe some big exhales. And take 3 big breaths just from this easy seated position. Another breath, big inhale, big exhale. And 1 more inhale, 1 more exhale. Okay, I hope you feel some positive changes in your body, and I hope you'll join me for the next video. All right, thanks for watching.